Hey, how's it going, folks? The name's Steffi, and welcome back to another episode of my solo playthrough of Hexroll 5e using Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. Okay, right, so in the last episode, our second party, party of two, Crag, and, name the other one, it's been a while since I've recorded between these. But basically, they were camping, and they got ambushed by a single swarm of spiders. Now, this could go really good or really bad, depending. So let's introduce you to the battlefield. So basically, like anything else, generated AI battle maps. So I'll tell you what. Let's introduce you to the portraits they created. So who is the one? Sherbin. That's it. Sherbin Underwoods. There we go. So yeah. So we got Crag here with his rifle because he's part of the white, because of his background, the White Star Rifle Corps. Yeah, Herf basically tried to match him to his towards his equipment he has, and of course we have Sharon, our Lunar Sorcerer. That's it, yeah, Lunar Magic Sorcerer. I've got a couple of gambit lists, or gambit system lists for actions and stuff for them to do. So I mean, also make sure that's picking up on the OBS. They are good. So okay, so basically for Crag, if it's +2 and enemies are in range, you'll use Thunderwave. Self-health 50%, Merge with Stone, that's his Blade Ward ability, bonus action Blade Ward. At least I think it is. No, Major isn't Merge with Stone the... Yes, Merge with Stone is the Blade Ward, that's what it is. That's the bonus action one. Okay, so foes near is always Dagger, Self being Swarmed, Blade Ward, and self-moving to use Earth Walk, so we can move across the swamp body, bloody swamps and stuff. And for Sherbin, we got self HP 100%, good berry through the Mark of Hospitality. Nearest of HP is full, rare sickness. Foe nearest always Mind Sliver. Foe multiple target sleep, and self threat nearby halfling nimbleness. Move to safer grid square. So I've got a copy of their character sheets as well as their spell list. So yeah, it's all good then. And of course, in terms of positioning, I didn't ask AI for this, but I kind of did a couple of dice rolls. So we got Crag and we got Sherbin at their camp, and basically we got the swarm of spiders. I'm going to say it's going to come down the tree here, and then sort of come under here, and then attack this way, I think. So now, the thing is, though, we know that we're ambushed, and the spiders managed to do a successful stealth check, as far as I'm aware. So basically, they have the first surprise round. So obviously, these two don't know they're there, so I'm not going to roll initiative just yet, so we're actually going to see this. So, swarm of spiders, foe ending within 20 movements of foe space, occupy safe space, foe in safe space, HP 0, bite, self-health, -11, half, bites weaken, and foe hidden. Web sense, which we don't really, we're not really planning on hiding. So they can move up to 20 feet speed. So they're going to obviously be hostile, so they're going to come down the way. So in this case, they're going to go 5. They're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, and they're going to come to here. Now, the question is, I'll tell you what, let's roll another stealth check, 2 perception checks, as this was like them creeping up. So their stealth is a d20 plus 1. Yep, just a d20 plus 1. And their passive perception is a 13 and 12, but they're not actively looking, so we'll see if the spiders can beat it. If the spiders can beat, then they'll go immediately on the attack. So let's do a d20 plus 1. So look, d20 plus 1. That one. Okay, they fail. So the spiders, obviously, they managed to stealth a bit closer because of, like, you know, the rolls at the beginning, and they try getting a little closer. However, as soon as they come around the corner, both of them here are plethora scuttling and clicketing and everything, and the two of them managed to obviously not be caught by surprise, but they obviously spiders coming around and then they engage in combat. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a couple of quick rolls for the HP for the spiders, and I'm going to do initiation tracker for the 2 party members as well. So we've rolled initiation. Sherman got 17, Spider's got 10, and Crowd's got 2. I don't need to do like the text space like I did in the last one with Magnuson, just because it's just these 3, so we can just kind of do what we need to do. Okay, so Sherman is going first. Obviously sees the spiders. So she's going to use, so with this, her HP is full, so we don't need to top ourselves up for anything. So we're going to use, okay, so yeah, so basically we're going to cast Ray of Sickness. Now, we do have Ray of Sickness, correct? We do. Yeah, Ray of Sickness. So we're going to cast Ray of Sickness. Now, Ray of Sickness, if I can, let me think here. Ray of Sickness, let's go to here. Now, I just want to double check something. Right, okay, I just want to check something. Yes. Okay, cool. Spacebar for the hotkey to switch between the 2 different things, so I don't have to keep going back and forward. Okay, so Ray of Sickness. So Ray of Sickness. It's a level 1 necrotic spell. Actually, Ray of Sickness ain't too bad, actually. I've used it a few times. It's not too bad. So, Ray of Sickness, level 1 necromancy, 1 action. Ray of Sickness. Ray of Sickening Greenish Energy, lashing out towards a creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 2d8 poison damage and must make a Constitution saving throw. On a fail save, it is also poisoned until the end of your next turn. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to head back to the swarm of spiders, because we need to double check to see if they have any immunity to poison damage, which they... Actually, they do not. They don't have any damage to poison, and they don't have any immunities to poison as well, which is quite interesting considering that they're classed as poisonous creatures. But hey, who am I to thingy? Right, so we're gonna do Ray of Sickness. So we need to do a says here that's a d20 plus 5 for the spell attack bonus. Well, actually, I think it's here, and it does 2d8 poison. Yeah, that plus 3 Christmas coming in very handy. And of course, we need to be an AC of 12. Okay, so let's do this then. Right, so let's see. D20 plus 5. 10 is a miss. So Shervin sees this swarm of spiders coming around. And unfortunately, I don't know if just because of the swarm and just because of the size of it, I mean, technically it needs to be smaller than that. It's because it's a tiny creature. Yeah, swarm of tiny beasts, like literally supposed to be tiny, but you know, it's not an accurate representation of the actual tokens of BTT, but it's the only thing that's here, so I thought, you know, as well. So that is 1 slot used. So let me do a little list quickly. So we got 1 slot expanded. Actually, maybe I should use pen instead. That might be a bit better. Yep, it was pen. So that's 1 slot. Now, do I want to move? Actually, I say she's fine by herself. We're not going to do anything. That's fine. Okay, so next is the spiders. Okay, so the spiders, within 20 feet, move into the foe's space. Oh god, this could be really good or really bad. Right, so she's in. So the tiny spiders are 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20. So they're in range to 2. Now, it doesn't specifically say on the Gambit system what the like, you know, any specific let's say any specific target prioritization. So we're going to do a D2 to determine who's going for what. Actually, let's do a D20. So 1 to 9 is Crag, 11 to 20 is Sherburn. 19. Okay. The spiders are going for Sherburn. Obviously realizing that Sherburn is a magic caster, and it's like, oh, here comes the this guy's pretty dangerous. We're gonna go. So we're gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20 on top. Obviously, we need to do it like this. In fact, you know what? Let's do it this way. Let's bring it down tiny. There we go. Right, and also it's going to make an attack. No, here's the problem. This is the big problem. She only has 4 HP and an armor class of... Shit, I forgot to put the armor class in. The armor class is 11, by the way. I need to write that down. I'll do that thingy. Yeah, because she hasn't got any armor. The way you do armor class, it's 10 plus your dexterity modifier, so it's 11 at this point. So they need to hit an 11 if they want to do damage. And it's plus 3, which, you know, that's like, you know, it's not too bad, but again, 4d4 piercing damage. That needs to hit that ray of sickness, I'm just saying, bro. Okay, anyway, let's see what's going to happen. So d20 plus 3. 9. Oh, 9's a miss. But they are still in the same thing. So yeah, so the Swarm can occupy another creature's space and vice versa, and the Swarm can move through any opening large enough for a tiny insect. The Swarm can't regain hit points, blah blah. So that's the end of the spider's turn. So now I'm going into Crag's turn. So 2 plus enemies in range. Okay, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. Self be swarmed. We're not being swarmed. So yeah, so he's going to come in for that dagger attack then. Actually, to be honest, he's kind of vice versa. Right. I don't think there's any rules regarding swarms for advantage and disadvantage. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. So yeah, so Crag's going to do a dagger attack. Yeah, he's got a dagger attack plus 4. So yeah, he's going to do a dagger attack because obviously he doesn't want to do Thunder Wave and completely fucking nuke his party at Banbury. Right, so we're going to do a d20 plus 4. Yep, d20 plus 4, and we're going to be an AC of... got to beat an AC of 12. Alright, let's have a look. So d20 plus 4, which misses. Which misses. Okay. Oops. No. Sorry, that's my my device. I accidentally clicked something. Okay, and that is round 1. Okay, so back to the top. So Shervin. Does Shervin have anything that says? Okay, foe any sleep, right nearby, have on movements, move to safe grid. Oh, it says right nearby, move to safer grid square. Alright, so it should have moved. Okay, so HP is full, raise sickness. Okay, obviously we're going to move away from this. We're not going to stay here. We're going to move away. Because obviously she wants to be backline. So let's go. What's her movement? Her movement is 25 feet. Okay, so let's go 5, 10, 15, 20. But 25, let's move what's here. But before we do... that's going to provoke a opportunity of attack from the spiders. So, yeah, let's do this. This is a kind of you know, d20 plus 3. Ooh, she lives. She lives. She lives at a 3. Oh my god, she lives at a 3. Oh my giddy aunt, that could have been really bad. Because remember, AC is 11, and obviously due to this, we're going to fire another ray of sickness. So let's do a second one. So we're going to do d20 plus 5, d20 plus 5. To which it hits. Beautiful. And then it's 2d8 poison damage, which does 6 points of damage. And obviously they need to make a constitution save throw, otherwise they're poisoned till the end of their next turn. So it's just a d20 and they have to beat a DC of 13. 20 and 15. Okay, so they make it. Alright, so that is 6 less HP, which is good, I suppose. So let's cross that out. Let's put 20. Nice. Okay, so next is spider's turn. So obviously the spiders are, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, so they're out of range. So they're going to move on to Crag next. So let's just bring them to the front. So they're just going to do this. And then we're going to do a D. And then we'll do another d20 plus 3. So Crag's AC is a plus 3. So d20 plus 3, which misses. Good. Armor is too tough, or their mandibles are too thingy. Okay. Right. So obviously that's the spider's turn done. Okay. Right. So let's see here. Okay. So 2 plus enemies. Obviously that's considering the swarm, I suppose. Yeah, I think I'll use Thunder Wave. 50% HP, that's not the thing here. We could use Dagger, but they're not being swarmed, so... Obviously, we can use the Blade War as a bonus action until, you know... Yeah, okay, right, so I think he's going to... So Crag's going to use Thunder Wave then. Now, Thunder Wave is a 15-foot emanation. 5, 10, 15... 5, 10. Hold on. I can never, ever do this right. Wait a minute, wait. I think, if I'm not mistaken, do I have it? Yeah, 15-foot radius, that's fine. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then from there it's a circle, isn't it? I think it is, so... Also using this diagram, so it's 5, 10, 15. And it's 2 to the side, I think, right? I think so. So 5, 10, 15. Wait, no. No, the square is 5, right? That's 10, so it's 2. Yeah, 5, 10, 15. So it's around here then. So that's 15 by 15, something like that, I think. Something like that. I don't know, I'm not really good at these various things. But basically, I think she's out of it. I'll stick it up here. That might be useful soon. I don't know. I'll find a more clear one. Okay, right. So basically, we're casting Thunderwave. So, Thunderwave. We can switch this over. Thunderwave. It's actually a pretty good spell, actually. It's a bit decent. Self 15-foot cube. Wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cone cube, radiating from you must make a constitution saving throw on a fail save. I was gonna say save fail. A creature takes 2d8 thunder damage as plus 10 feet away from you. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and isn't pushed. Okay. That makes a lot of sense, yes. Sean Connery in the house. Okay, right, so first of all, we're going to expand the use of okay, so we're going to expand the use of Thunderwave, so let's put that down. And now it needs to make a DC 11, a Constitution check, otherwise it'll takes the full damage, it gets pushed back. So let's have a look, DC 11, so that is a 45% chance of succeeding. So which it fails. So we need to roll 2d8 thunder damage, 2d8, 9, half damage, respectable. Well, half of the maximum, that's what I meant, not half damage. So it takes a further 9 points of damage, so let's cross that out. And that's going to be 11 health. And then it gets pushed back 10 feet. So I think it came from that direction, so I'm going to say it's facing this way. So it's going to get pushed back 5, 10, and I'm going to say it lands on top of the tent or just behind the tent. And here is another little realistic DM thing. I'm going to say that the thunder wave pushes the spiders through the fire. Now the fire is going to be pushed. Now because we've got this like big sonic sort of thing, what I'm going to say is this. I'm going to say that the spiders get pushed finger. It's not well, actually. Do you know what? Let's do oracle rolls instead of just calling it. Okay, so D20. Does the thunderclap put the fire out? Does the thunderclap put the fire out? It does. Okay, right, so it puts the fire out. Now, these two have dark vision anyway, so it doesn't make a difference, but basically the fire is out. Okay, because my idea was, if the fire was still on, it was going to take extra fire damage. I was going to add an extra 1d4 fire damage onto the damage, but that's fine. But basically, it gets blown, it gets, you know, ooh, and then basically it just gets knocked over the other side of the thing. Right, 5, 10. Actually, probably top blown away. 5, 10. Oops. Yeah, I'd probably say it gets blown maybe about there. So, okay, then I'll do whatever. Then it gets blown to the other side of the tent. Right. So now that is end of round 2. Okay, so that is end of round 2. Perfecto. We're about to top of the round. Right, so spiders are down to 11. They're not quite... Oh yeah, they're over half health. So that means that they're not doing 4d4 damage anymore. They're doing 2d4 piercing damage. Yeah, as it says here, when the swarm has half its hit points, which is 13, so now it's doing 2d4. So minimum of 2 to a maximum of 8. But they can still one-shot our sorcerer, I suppose. Okay, right, so self 100%, that's fine. Foe nearest always. Mind Sliver. Multiple targets sleep. Okay, that's fine then. Right, so at this point in time, Cherubin, obviously, I don't think can see it. I think there might be some there scattered here and there, but she's going to take a shot. That'll be, I'm going to class that as 3/4 cover, because even though like the majority are here, there might be some there, and everywhere. So I think we're going to go 5, 10, 15. I'm going to say 15, I think. 20. Just to get line. We are nearest. Threat nearby, halfling moves to a safer grid. I'm going to say she's 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, still out of range. And then she's going to do, obviously still at 1, but she's still at full HP, so she's going to do another Ray of Sickness. Which she's going to expand her, actually, I forgot to, actually I forgot to mark the second slot, but it's okay, we can cross that out, and then we could go free, since it's the last one. And then what I'm going to do is, because this is a different angle, I'm going to say there's like bugs here, bugs there, but the majority of them still down. I'm going to say that this will be fired at, I'm going to say 3/4 cover. So basically 3/4 cover means that it's going to add a +5 to the, yeah, it's going to add a +5. So instead of 12 AC, I think. Yeah, so instead of 12 AC, this shot is going to be 17 AC. So, yeah, we'll see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Okay, right. So let's go with a D20 +5. Got to be a 17. Oh, close. Very, very, very close. So the basically the shot hits. Basically, she can see just about the majority of the swarm. Maybe just climb around the side and up, trying to get together again, and she fires her Ray of Sickness, and it just, unfortunately, just misses. So she's going to stay there. Okay, so next the spider's turn. So the spider's again going to move to the next person in 20 feet. That's going to be Crag. So let's go. Let's see. So we're going to climb. So right now we're kind of binged over. So this is still 10 feet away. We're going to climb up 10 feet, come down 10 feet. Maybe come around the fire, 15, and then straight back on the Crag again. Right, so we need to roll another D20 +3, but this time if it hits, it'll take 2d4 piercing instead. So let's do a D20 +3. That's another miss. That is another miss. Perfect. That is another miss, so no problemo. Okay, right, so I think we're going to go for another Thunder Wave. Yep, I mean, she's out of range. Is she out of range, though? Actually, no, she's not. She's in range this time, so... It says it foes to nearest dagger. Throw in range. 2+ enemies. That's because it's a swarm. I'm going to say he's going to skip that, because obviously his ally's in range, so he's just going to go for a dagger attack. Yeah, and self being swarmed. Blade Ward. Yeah, okay, so, oh, wait a minute. Blade Ward, self being sworn, Blade Ward. Yeah, but he can still attack, so... Yeah, in terms of priority, so yeah, so... He's gonna do this instead, so he's gonna attack. That's fine. Right, so, oh, wait a minute. Self being swarmed. Yeah, we're just gonna attack. So close. Okay, so it's a D20 plus, let's have a look. D20 +4 needs to be an AC 12, which it does. Perfect. And then it's 1d4 plus 1d4 +2 for strength. So 1d4 piercing +2. 4 damage. Not bad, but 4 damage is going to be brought down to 2 because they have damage resistance to piercing. So that's going to go down from 11 to 9. We're so fucking close, man. And we'll go back to the top of the round again. Okay, right, so Sherbin. So Sherbin, unfortunately, has no more level 1 spell slots, so she's going to use Mind Sliver next. Mind Sliver cantrip. Wait, why does that say intelligence? Oh, it's intelligence save, yes, that's right. Okay, right, so she's going to cast a Mind Sliver next, so yeah, DC 13, and it's intelligence save. Right, so the intelligence for the swarm of spiders is a -5. So let's do D20 -5. Oh, no, not _5, -5. -3. I've never seen a mice before, it's beautiful. Yeah, and then they take 1d6. They take 1d6. 1d6 psychic damage. So let me add that quickly. So 1d6 psychic damage. 4 points of psychic damage. So that comes from 9 to 5. Beautiful. And also, that is an extra, that is a minus 1d4 on the saving throws, right? Yes, minus, yeah. I think, is it here? Yep, that's fine. Okay, right, so we're back to the spider's turn again. So the spider's going to make another attack. So, spider's is a d3. Yep, d3, so I want to double check. So d20 plus 3. That's a hit this time. Beating the AC of 13, and it's doing 2d4 piercing damage. 4. Okay, right, so Crag's HP goes from 10 to 6. Wow, that was scary. That was very, very scary. Okay, Crag. So Crag's back to turn again. Yeah, I think he's just going to keep with the daggers, because again, he has an ally in range, so we're going to do a d20 plus 4. That's a hit. 1d4 piercing plus 2. That is 3. However, that's going to get knocked down to 1 because of the paralysis, and if it's always a 0.5 on whatever, there's always rounded down. So that's going to be 1 point of piercing damage. So we are down to 4. Jesus. Okay, Sherwin, we're going to go back for another Mind Slayer. So it's going to be a d20, d20 minus 5 for the intelligence saving throw for the spiders, and it's going to be a minus 1d4 because of the saving throw. 7, yeah, 7 fails. 7 fails. We got the 13 now, and then minus 6, obviously. So 7, that's a failure. Let's go 1d6 psychic. 3 points of psychic damage. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. We are so fucking close, bro. So, wait a minute. Is that... Hold on. Was that 3 points? Yeah, 3 points. It's on 1 HP. It is on 1 HP. Are you kidding me, bro? Come on. Come on. Right, so we're back to the spider turn. So the spider's going to attack Crag. Jesus. Okay, then. D20 plus 3. That's a hit. 2d4 damage. 7. And Crag goes down. Damn it, Crag goes down. 7. Okay, Crag has to make his first death saving throw. So when a player character's HP goes to 0, they have to make what's known as a death save. This might be just common knowledge to some people, but to others it might not be. So basically, with a death saving throw, you roll a d20 on, I believe, on a 1 to 9, it's a failure, and on a 10 to 19, no, excuse me, on a 2 to 9, it's a failure. On a 10 to a 19, it's a success. You're gonna make 3 saves to stabilize yourself. But if you get 3 failures first, obviously you've got to keep rolling, but if you get 3 failures first, your character dies completely. If you roll a 1, you get a critical failure, you get 2 deaths, you get 2 failed throws, and if you get a nat 20, your character comes back up at 1 HP. So let's do a d20. 11. Okay, so it makes the first save. That's pretty good. So yeah, so that's 1 success. Oh my god. Okay, right. Sherman. Yeah, this has to make it. D20 minus 5 minus 1d4. 4. Yeah, 1d6. 6. Spider gets down to 0. Perfect. And the swarm of spiders that was just about to go on to Sheridan dies. Perfect. Okay, right. So at this point, it's not done yet because Crag is dying. So we need Crag to make another d20. This one's a failure. Because this is where things get a little scary. So that was 1 failure. Failure. Okay, now to stabilize him, here's the thing. We don't have anything that can heal. We don't have any level 1 spell slots. So we can't go like... So we can't go Goodberry to heal him. And more importantly, we don't have any heals kits. So here's what we're going to do. So Sharon obviously sees her companion dying, rushes to Crag's side, and she's going to do a medicine check to stabilize him. So to do this, we need to get a, we need to beat a DC 10, I think, to stabilize him, right? DC 10 medicine check. So let's do a D20 plus 2. 15, yeah, no problem. Yep, so she comes over, stabilize him, provide HP, and Crag comes back with 1 HP. That was scary. That was very, very fucking scary. Jesus. And just like that, they defeat the swarm spiders. And because I am using XP method, yeah, because I'm doing XP method, they get 50 XP each because it's 100 experience. So yeah, so I'm gonna do that right meow, just so I know what's happening. So let's do this. Let me go to Sherburn. So that's 50 experience. And for Crag, if you could come on, that's 50 experience as well. And I believe, what's level 2? Is level 2 100 experience? I think it is, but basically they haven't got enough experience for now for, they don't have enough experience for now to level up anyway. Right, okay then, right, well, I am going to call this an episode, so basically in the next episode we can go back to the sandbox of Hexroll, and we can carry on with our adventure. Yep, we're going to carry on with our adventure. Now, I'm actually recording these kind of days in between, and his thing. For those who are just tuning into the series, when it comes to the Hexroll sandbox, unfortunately, the online solo version, you can only have it up for a month at a time before your server gets deleted. So my idea is this. We're just going to keep going on to sandboxes. We're going to keep with the same party. We're going to keep on with the same party. Or we're just going to keep playing until, like, I don't know, maybe this party dies or we get a new party or whatever. I don't know yet. So we're just going to keep playing and see what happens. But if our sandbox gets deleted and we have to generate a new one, then we'll just say that, oh, they've traveled to new content for more adventures, something like that. Yeah, we'll just keep doing that. I don't see why not. I don't see I don't see the thing about it. I like Hexroll. It's a really good tool to use, and yeah, I would recommend you guys checking it out. So, like I said, in the next episode, we are going to finish up the long rest. We're going to get healed up. We're going to get the spell slots back. And then we'll see what we can do from there. Maybe they'll run into a dungeon this time, or maybe they'll find a new party member. I do not know. But basically, this went a lot better than I thought. Honestly, this went a hell of a lot better than I thought. I mean, sure. Well, actually, seeing this, I thought Michelson was going to beat the 3 griffins, but apparently he didn't. And when I saw the 2 spiders, when I saw the damage of the spiders going 44, and I was looking at Crag and Sherbin's health, I thought they were going to get eaten up, but no. Good rolls on the, yeah, good rolls on the ray of sickness and the thunder wave and the daggers. Honestly, this is why I love D&D. This is why I love D&D. You expect a certain outcome to happen, only for it to not to happen. That's what I love. That's why I love the dice rolls. It's amazing. Right, so anyway, my friends, that's gonna be it for today's episode. So thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you want to join the adventure. And apart from that, enjoy the rest of your awesome day and hope to see you next time. Take care.